Good afternoon, class. This is an English pronunciation class. At the moment, we are dealing with the ed form in the past tense. And last time we learned that if an English verb ends in t sound or d sound, it takes id. So as in land, landed, start, started. So the it sound uh, goes with the t ending and d ending words. And this is a normal pronunciation that all learners who speak English as a second language do. Now the second type were English verbs that end in voiced sounds like m, n, l, and v, and g. There are about 15 voiced sounds, and I have dealt with these lessons in the last 4 weeks. And those sounds, the voiced sounds, if an English word ends in a voiced sound, it takes d. Example, plan, planned, and grill, grilled, and move, moved. So you don't say it, you don't say move it, plan it, which many speakers of English as second language do. And if you want to improve your pronunciation of the past tense, you need to go back to the lessons I have given. So far, I've given about 4 lessons and listen to them and practice so that you can improve your pronunciation of the past tense. And today, to recap what we did last time, I have done some voiced sounds, the sound, z sound, j sound, the sound, and sounds. So words that end in these sounds take d in the past tense. Example, move, moved. So we don't say moved, we say moved. Graze, grazed. Judge, judged. Bathe, bathed. Hung, hanged. Love, loved. Increase, increased. Stage, staged. Breathe, breathed. Bang, banged. Okay, let's say them together once more. Moved, grazed, judged, bathed, hanged, loved, increased, staged, breathed, banged. Okay, that's all for the voiced sounds. In the last 3 lessons I have given you 10 voice sounds. So you need to go back and practice the voiced sounds that come at the end of every English verb. Okay, that's all for what we did last time. And today we're going to look at the unvoiced sounds. These sounds, some of them are called plosives because when you say them, the air, the little air that comes out like an explosion. So we call them plosives or voiceless sounds. Those are not that many. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is also the th sound, but because there are no verbs that end in th sound, I don't need to list it here. So that's p sound. So any word that ends in p, any verb that ends in p, it takes t. So all voiceless sounds, if they are at the end of a verb, an English verb, in the past tense they take the t sound. All right. Example: stop, stopped. So we don't say stopped. If you say stopped, somebody may think that you are calling them stupid. So you need to be careful. Stop, stopped. Kick, kicked. Laugh, as a f sound, laughed. So I laughed. That's what you say. Kiss, kissed. Push, pushed. Reach, reached. Okay, so these are the sounds p, k, f, s, sh, and ch. You need to learn the sounds, how they are written in the dictionary. These are the phonetic transcription of the sounds, okay? So let's say the words and then give some more examples also. Stop, stopped. So that's a t sound. Example, you could say clap, clapped. So you clap your hands. I clapped my hands, you say. Okay, kick, kicked. Prick, pricked. Laugh, laughed. Huff, I huffed. Kiss, kissed. Example, you pass your exam. What do you say? I passed my exam. Just like P-A-S-T. That's the pronunciation. You don't say I passed my exam. Okay, push, pushed. So can you tell me another word that ends in ch? Flush. I flushed the toilet, you say. Reach, reached, reached. So ch and t should go together. So the ch becomes a bit weak, and then you say t. Reached. Okay, let's say them together again. Stop, stopped, kicked, laughed, kissed, pushed, reached. Again, one more. Stopped, kicked, laughed, kissed, pushed, reached. Okay, that is today's lesson, and I'm going to give you homework for today. If you copy these words and then write either d or it or t at the end of every word. So example, this one, clapped. So you write t in front of it. And this one, puffed. And you write t. And then see this one, treated. So you write it. So you need to copy these words and then write the sound of the ed form at the end. Either it is it or d or t. All right. If you want to copy it, you can always replay and copy it. All right. I have forgotten to give you the answers for the last homework. I will give you the answers now. These are the answers for the last homework. I asked you to write it or d for this word. The first one is loved. So that's a d sound. Noted. Why? Because it ends in d. So if it ends in d or t sound, it takes ed. Noted. Amazed. So that ends in z. So it takes d. Muted. Why? Because it ends in t sound. Muted. Traded. Managed. Stranded it. Seated it. Gunked it. Okay, so can you say it after me so that we practice it? Loved, nodded, amazed, muted, traded, managed, stranded, seated, gunked. Okay, because it ends in g, so it takes d. All right. Okay, that's all for the answers from the last lesson. And thank you for listening. And I hope I'll see you again in the next lesson. We'll do more of the t form. Next one, I'll give you answers for the homework I have given you and give you also more practice on the t ending. Thank you for listening. I'll see you on Monday.